Today, the moon is in Libra. Well, technically, it goes into Libra at 3:44 a.m. Pacific time. So it's in Libra most of the day, where we shift gears into more of a relationship focus. Libra is about balance. It is how we see ourselves through the eyes of another, and it's about how we show up for and do relationship. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, February 15th, following the Valentine's Day when we had the moon in Virgo and focusing on self-love, self-acceptance, overcoming some of that critical voice to recognize that you are worthy, you are lovable just as you are. And then we take that work that we're doing to focus on loving the self and how you treat yourself and what that looks like, because love is needed everywhere, including starting with yourself. And you are the one who gets to decide what loving yourself looks like. So then today, with the moon shifting into Libra, we begin to branch outwardly. So, thinking more about relationships, more about how we know ourselves through another person, which is what relationship is, right? It is how we see ourselves through the eyes of another person. If we're willing to do that, sometimes we just see the other person as whatever projections we have, or whatever annoyances or frustrations we have about someone not doing something the way we think they should. But when we start with the process of loving ourselves, that helps us get in the habit of being loving, which allows us to be a little bit more forgiving with the people in our lives. Right? Let yourself accept what is. Some of the little things that we tend to obsess about probably aren't as big of a deal as we think they are. So practice that ability to take a deep breath, pause. You don't have to make everything into a battle if you have that tendency, or if you find that you tend to shut yourself down because you tend to let other people take up more space. So, this is about that Libra journey toward peace and balance and what that looks like. And as I've said in the past, peace is a dynamic process. It is not something that you achieve and then have forever. The movie happy ending version of "and then they lived happily ever after" is not really how things work, right? It's like maybe we have a conclusion to a particular story, but there's always more interesting developments as we continue on life's journey. And what is life's journey except an opportunity to learn more about who we are? So, opening yourself to what it looks like to be more loving, to be more accepting, to be less critical of yourself so that you can be less critical of others, and doing that work that it takes to be in relationship. Because what does that give you? It gives you the ability to experience love back, right? And what is love? But it's the way that our hearts open. And so love introduces you to something that you didn't have already, or weren't noticing, or weren't paying attention to, or necessarily feeling or experiencing. Love opens the heart. It allows us to see the beauty that is present. And whether that is something amazing and wonderful that a person in your life shows up with and brings that you wouldn't have if you didn't have that person, or whether that is the way that a person helps you to see something in the world or experience something in the world. that you wouldn't have otherwise. That is the magic of what love does. It opens those doors, it opens the heart, it allows us to see beauty in places we couldn't see it before, and to have these amazing experiences of self discovery and heart opening and awe and wonder. Of course, to open ourselves to that experience of love, we also must open ourselves to the experience of healing and learning and growing and becoming more of what we're capable of, because that self love helps us to grow just like a plant needs the sunlight, the nutrients, the wonderful soil that helps it grow, water, right? All the things, clean air, all the things that help it grow is the same as love. And so when you give yourself love, it helps you to grow, to be strong, to thrive, to blossom, to spread your seeds. And so when you do that, it helps you be that loving presence for another person, and it helps you be ready and available and able to participate in healthy relationships that bring those qualities of beauty and heart opening to you. So start with self love, then open your eyes and look around at where love is in the world around you and in the people around you. And focus on that. Focus on the gratitude you have for that, and you can give a little bit less of your time and energy to the things that annoy you or frustrate you, because thinking about what is really important is part of your own self-discovery process. So that's what we can think about with today's Libra moon. We're thinking about the Libra qualities of peace, of balance, of relationship, and as always, themes of love. We have Venus in Aries right now, and later in the day, the moon opposes that Venus in Aries. So Venus, being the ruler of Libra, also says, with that Aries energy, be fierce, be courageous, take risks on yourself, and take risks on love, and take risks on what you believe in and what is possible. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms. You can learn more about me and how to work with me at astrologyheals.com. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I so appreciate you, and we'll see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.